This is Paul from Black Edge Trading. I just want to do a quick video on how I choose my option contracts. So this is an option chain. I normally look at about 14 strikes total. Sometimes I may look at all strikes depending on what kind of day it is and if we have a news event that came out. And then I also look how far the overnight high and low are, the range, and then I also look at where the next supply or demand zone is. Depending on how big the gap is, I gauge that with how far I can play out of the money on these contracts. And I also look at the plus or minus. So tomorrow it says we may move 29. It's implied that we will move 29.81. So that's about 30 points. So I can choose a contract that's, I like to get my contracts in the money. So I may choose a contract that's like 20 points out because I like to keep somewhere around a 30 delta to start off with. So on one contract, that means if we're moving 30 points total, I may have like a risk of 3 points back. So that's $90 risk with a 30 times 30, which is what is that, $900 upside. But also as these contracts move in your favor, the delta's also moving up. So, we could get up to, $1 every move, every point up, which would be $100 every point up per contract. We can get up to, how these go up from 37, 44, 51, 59. So as this contract gets closer and closer to money, my delta is going to move up. So on the left, we have the calls. On the right, we have puts. Calls is for the futures or stock to go up. Puts is for the futures or the stock to go down. So tomorrow, depending on how the market moves, I may choose one of these. Like this one has a 32 delta. This has a 28 delta. They're about the same. This 36 delta. So one of these three, I'll probably choose one of these three. Or if the market's moving down, I'll probably look at one of these three contracts from 27 delta, 32 to 37 delta, and just ride that contract out. Sometimes I'll buy multiple contracts, which is good because you can take advantage of quick 10-point moves and then cut some of your risk down and let the other contracts ride. But I love playing XPX. It lets you capture the full move of the S&P 500 versus playing SPY, and you're getting like 1/10 of the move of the S&P 500. So I really love playing XPX. So if you're in the market and you have a small account, this is the way you can scale your account the fastest, by playing XPX option contracts from supply to demand zones, or from demand to supply zones, depending on how the market is moving, and buying the right contracts. Always look at this, kind of get a feel for the range you have, and then always protect your downside with stop losses. And don't be afraid to cut their contract if it moves against you, and then maybe get a re-entry. Sometimes that happens. It'll move against you 3 points and you may have to stop out, and then it'll finally make up its mind and start back moving in your favor, and get another entry. And don't be afraid, because these contracts can move. Like if you get a 30 or 40 point move on a contract that has a 30 delta, like you're looking at $900 minimum. So even though the delta is going to increase, so you could pay $550 for this contract with a 27 delta, And even if the delta stayed the same and you move those 29 points that's predicted tomorrow, that's $780 return. The delta is going to be increasing. So by the time you move this full 30 points, this contract will be 10 points in the money. So 10 points in the money, these contracts are trading at 1590. So you can make $1,000 on a contract like this. So if you have a $500 account, this is definitely something you want to look at. The risk reward is there. You can triple up your account in one day and then trade with smaller size later and keep doing it. Just keep moving up and moving up. But anyway, that's my video on how to choose the right option contract for what you're doing. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I hope this was helpful. And please share this content. If you found it helpful, share it with your other friends. And check us out on Instagram. And we have a private Discord page. It's Black Edge. We're Black Edge Trading on Instagram. But thanks again. Hope you guys have a good day and happy trading.